Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be doing another testing video of a brand which in the UK, we have not been able to get hold of for the longest time. The brand is Wet n Wild, as you can see from the title down there. And yeah, if you didn't know, Wet n Wild is a drugstore brand in America, which is really affordable. They do some really good stuff, but we don't have any shops in the UK that sell it, so it's really difficult to get hold of. Well, it was hard to get hold of, but now Beauty Bay have got Wet n Wild stuff on their website. So this video is actually in partnership with Beauty Bay, which is amazing because I love them so freaking much. And yeah, they are now the UK exclusive stockist of Wet n Wild makeup. I believe they've got over 100 products on their website of Wet n Wild stuff, which is a lot of products. It's all in here, and I'm gonna put it all on my face and see what my reactions are. I remember a couple of years ago, I went to the extent of ordering some stuff from America and paying like so much money for it just because I was really desperate to get some of the Wet n Wild lipsticks, because at the time they were like supposed to be dupes of MAC lipsticks, and there is actually a couple of dupes in this video, which I'm very excited for because you guys know I love a good dupe. And I will also have all the products linked down below in the description box where you can get them from the Beauty Bay website, so if you want to get any of these, then it'll all be down there. Okay, right, I am starting with foundation. I have actually tried this one before, which I bought when I was in America. However, the shade that I bought was actually too light for me before. I had the shade Porcelain, I think, but today I think I'm going to use the one which is called Soft Ivory, which looks like this. This is the Photo Focus foundation, and also I just want to point out as well, this brand is cruelty free. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I've just realised that I've got this as well, which is the Wet n Wild Cover All Concealer Palette, and this has got, it's like a colour correcting palette basically, so I'm just going to use a bit of this under my eyes and on any blemishes. I do also have some of their brushes here which look really cute. How cute are these? They're like pink and white. I'm going to use one of these for concealer. So I'm just going to take some of the green and put this on a couple of my blemishes just to neutralise them before I put my foundation on. Got one right here which is really annoying. And then under my eyes, I'm using this peachy colour here. I'm just going to add a little bit of this just to counteract some of the purpley blue kind of tones under my eyes. Okay, and then I'm just going to tap that in with my finger. To be honest, I don't have much else to say for it other than it did what it was supposed to do. So now I'm going in with the Photo Focus foundation, and I'm just going to kind of dot some of this onto my face. Is this enough? I have no idea. So I'm just gonna blend this in. This shade is definitely a lot better for me than the shade Porcelain, I think. I've actually got a bit of a tan recently, which is quite surprising. Like, I've been outside quite a lot and somehow managed to get a little bit of a tan, which is very rare. Okay, I think I definitely put a bit too much on. It spreads like pretty easily and it's quite full coverage, so I feel like you probably didn't need as much as I put on. Even this shade looks a bit too pale for me. I actually am tanned right now. What is going on? I do think for the price this foundation is really nice. It's got kind of like a semi-matte sort of finish. It's not too dewy, but it's also not too matte at the same time. I then have two cream products. I've got the dual-ended contour stick, which is in the shade light/medium, and then I've also got this Hello Halo liquid highlighter. You guys know if you watch my videos, I'm not the most talented at using cream products, but I am going to give this a whirl. So on one side it's got a twist up contour stick which looks like this, and then the other side is more of a concealer. So I think I'm going to use this one first. So I'm going to use this one just under my eyes, some on my chin. I'm just then going to blend that out. It's very matte. Ooh, okay. That wasn't too difficult. So I'm then taking the contour side and I'm just going to use this on my cheeks. I have no idea how much to use, but let's just go all in and see how we go. Okay, so my method is just kind of stamping over it until it blends, and that actually worked. The one thing I would recommend with this, it seems like it dries pretty fast, so I would maybe do like half your face at a time rather than just putting it like all over. It's a nice colour if you're into kind of cream contouring, you know, it's not too warm, it's not too cool, it's kind of like a nice in-between sort of contour colour. Next I'm moving on to powder, and this is the Photo Focus Pressed Powder, and I have the shade Warm Light, which looks like it's going to be a pretty good match. And this is just kind of like a domed powder. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild powder brush for this, and I'm just going to set under my eyes and like my eyelids just before I go in with the cream highlighter. Okay, so I'm using the Hello Halo liquid highlighter in the shade Goddess Glow. I have a feeling this might be a little bit too dark for me, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Like I said before, like my liquid and kind of cream highlighter contour skills are not the best, but I'm gonna give this a go because I've seen people use it on Instagram and it does look pretty incredible. Okay, so I've just kind of patted that in with my finger. Can you guys see that? What I'm just going to quickly do, because I realised that if I have like liquid highlighter on, then if I try and do more bronzer, then it might get stuck in it. So I'm just going to quickly do a bit of powder, bronzer or contouring, if I can open this. This is the Mega Glow Contour Palette in the shade Dolce de Leche, and I have seen so many American YouTubers use this, and I obviously have never tried it before. So I'm just going to take this bronzer shade, and I'm using that same powder brush. Whoa, that's really pigmented. And I'm just going to add some of this to my cheekbones. Oh, I definitely think I should have done this before I did my highlighter. I like the colour of this bronzer. It's not too warm, but again, it's not too cool. It's just kind of like a nice in-between. However, I definitely think I should have done it before the cream, like the liquid highlighter, because now it's kind of difficult to blend in that spot. Why did I do that? I'm just taking some of this shade here, and I'm just going to use a bit of that, like under my eyes, to see if it will brighten them. And I'm also just taking the face brush and some of that lighter powder, and I'm just going to go like underneath my contour and try and like blend that out a little bit. Okay, that kind of worked. I really like this little duo. The powder here is actually like really pigmented and actually adds some colour to your face. And obviously the bronzer as well adds colour to your face because it's a bronzer, but I like the bronzer a lot and I like the other powder. That is pretty nice. Oh, I do want to add some more highlighter, but I just don't know the best way to apply liquid highlighters. Maybe I'll try a fan brush. I saw a makeup artist do this technique once and it kind of worked, so. I think it's a tiny bit too dark for me when I kind of look from the front, but from the side it's super glowy. Put some on my brow bone. Then for my eyebrows, I'm using the Ultimate Brow Kit, which looks like this. It comes with an eyebrow wax and then 2 different powders. It does look quite dark, so I'm just going to use it with a light hand. I think brow powder is definitely my favourite kind of brow product because, I don't know, I just find it a lot easier to blend than a pomade or something. So on an everyday basis, I always kind of go for a powder, but ooh, hello, this colour's pretty nice. Just looking in the pan of this, I thought it was going to be a really warm eyebrow colour, but it's actually not. It's like a really nice cool toned brown. Okay, what the heck, that was so quick and easy. I really like that. I think it's really easy to use and it blends really nicely. Nice colour. Can't really say anything bad about it. I've then got an eyeshadow primer, which is the Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. I feel like a lot of their stuff is called Photo Focus. And this says to apply it onto your eyes before eyeshadow so that the colour stays in place. So it comes in a little squeezy tube, and I'm just going to put a little bit of this onto my eyelids before I start the eyeshadow. I never normally use eyeshadow primers because I'm way too lazy, so let's see what this does. And it feels like a little bit tacky so that the eyeshadows have got a little bit of something to stick to. Okay, then the 2 eyeshadow palettes that I have, I'm so excited for these because I used to have one of these ages ago, way back in the day. I ordered it off Amazon for like 3 times the price that it should have been and got it shipped over from America. I think it was because I'd seen Kathleen Lights use it. These are the little kind of, what are these called? Colour Icon palettes. This one is in the shade Comfort Zone, which is the one that I had, but they have since redesigned the packaging. You get 10 eyeshadow shades in here. The 2 at the top and the bottom are like transition shades. They have transition written on them. So this one is in the shade Comfort Zone, and then the other one that I have is called Rose in the Air, and this one is like a super warm toned palette, which I absolutely love the look of, but I don't really know which one to use. Do you know what? I'm going to use both. Why not? Okay, so just all over my lid to kind of set my primer, I'm using this cream matte colour here. Oh, and I'm using that big fluffy brush as well. Wait, I've just realised I never highlighted my nose. Let's use this shade here from the Comfort Zone palette just to highlight my nose because I feel like it's missing from my life. I'm going to take this shade at the top, which is just called Transition, and I'm just going to run this through my crease. It's just a kind of classic warm toned transition shade. This blending brush is so soft. Okay, so that shade is really nicely pigmented. I'm then going to take this transition shade down here, and I think I'm going to take a slightly smaller brush for this. This is kind of like a purpley brown sort of colour, and I'm just going to put that on my outer corners and through my crease as well. And I'm going back to my blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that through my crease. I'm going to switch over to the other palette, and I'm just going to take this dark brown here, and again I'm just going to add that to the outer corner of my eye just to like make things a little bit deeper. Whoa, hello pigment. Oh my gosh, this shade is so pigmented. Look at that. Okay, and then again I'm going back with my blending brush to just blend that out. And then I'm using this shimmery green here, and I'm just going to pack that like on my eyelid. And then I'm going to go back in with the brush with the brown on it and just kind of blend those two shades together. And then dipping into the rose palette, and I'm taking this gold colour here, which is just a really pretty shimmery gold, and I'm just going to put some of this on my inner corners. Ooh, that's such a pretty colour. Okay, I kind of wish that I'd used that all over my lid because that one is really gorgeous. And then taking another one of the brushes, this one is a little bit more like flat, and I'm just going to run the same transition shades along my lower lash line. So this is what the eyeshadow looks like close up. Those matte colours just blended beautifully. The green is pretty, but I feel like it would have popped more if I'd have put this gold all over my lid, but I still like how like it turned out and everything. But the green is kind of a satin finish, whereas this gold is more of a metallic sort of finish. So for my eyeliner, I have the H2O proof liquid eyeliner. This is a waterproof, smudge proof eyeliner, which comes in a little, it's one of these kind of pots, which has got a brush. Let me just give it a shake. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be nice. One wing done. I mean, it's very black, it's easy to use. Then for mascara, I have the XXL Lash Thickening Amplifying Mascara, which looks like this. The brush is just like a classic bristly brush. Let's give this a go. Then moving on to the lips, I've got two of the, what are these called? Megalast lip colours. These are what I used to love and like what I got shipped in from America. This one specifically in the shade Bare It All. This I'm sure is a dupe of MAC Velvet Teddy, which is why I got it in the first place. It's just such a pretty kind of like brownish nude sort of colour, like My Lips But Better sort of colour. I used to love this. I love the finish of these lipsticks. They're super creamy. They're kind of like in between a matte and a satin finish. And then the final stage to this makeup is setting spray. This is the Natural Finish setting spray, and it's got really cute packaging. It comes in like a little thing like this with loads of like numbers on it because it says all day wear. This is the overall finished makeup look. I think my favourite products were probably the eyebrow powder. I really liked. I liked the foundation. I really liked the bronzer and contour kind of duo, and then the lipstick as well. But overall, I'm happy with this look that I've created. It's a little bit different from what I normally go for. Well, is it really? There's still like warm tones and nudes. I feel like it's not that different, but there's green. Like I said, I will leave all of the products linked down below where you can get these from the Beauty Bay website. I'm so excited that we can finally get Wet n Wild stuff, because it was just so frustrating seeing other American YouTubers be like, oh my god, this product is so good, and they'd be like, ah, I can't get it. So guys, that is it from me for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. That would really help me out. I am now gonna go and edit this video, and then I'm gonna watch Love Island. I hope you're all doing really, really well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!